Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rahul Tyagi and welcome to a very brand new CTF. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard about OSCP and many of you have cleared the OSCP and many of you are in process of doing the OSCP. I still remember when I cleared my OSCP, many of the individuals who have already cleared the OSCP at that time, they told me to do one CTF. It's a must CTF for everyone who's preparing for OSCP. Now the CTF name is Tr0ll. Now this is designed in a very nice manner. It is not a very easy CTF or it's not a very tough CTF also. So I'll just rank it as a medium for a newbie who is starting it with it. So today this is the CTF which we are going to crack. Now those who are new on the channel, this is a channel where you can find some kind of exciting cybersecurity videos on Flipper Zero or something which you easily will not be able to find somewhere anywhere. So we do some good research and try to put something very exclusive content for you. Along with that, the main focus of this channel is to make sure that we teach you the penetration testing, and that's why you will be able to see so many CTFs which will be coming in upcoming time. So without wasting time guys, let's do the CTF. The first thing you need to do is just go to the description. You will be able to find this link and download this CTF from this link. Do not download from this primary link. I was not able to download it very easily. The speed was so slow, so this is the good one. So you download from here, and if you're using VirtualBox or you're using virtual machine, you can use it. I'm using a virtual machine fusion on my MacBook, so I'll be using in this way. So as you can see, I have Kali Linux running and I have Tr0ll running also. One thing which you need to ensure is make sure that your network adapter is selected to NAT in case you're using Windows or Mac, whatever, so that things will be very easy. Okay, so without wasting time, let's do it. So here you can see this is my Tr0ll CTF running, machine running, and the goal of this entire CTF is to get the root access. Okay, so the first and the most important part, if you have seen my previous CTFs, you know what I'm talking about. First, I want to know, imagine you land in a VAPT, and I'm talking about the black box testing, right, where you land in an organization and they will give you a LAN connection and they said, okay, hack whatever you want. Now you do not know along with you how many other machines are connected with the similar network. And now to do that, the first thing you need to do is apt scan -L. Some people use net scanner or some other applications also. This is my favorite, so I'll use this one. So as you can see, after scanning, I can see there is one IP address which is, now this is my primary, this is my maybe mine one, or this is the IP address which actually is Tr0ll box CTF, you know. So let me try to see if I know this is what it is. So I'll start with the normal scan, very quick scan. Okay, so as you can see, this is FTP SFTP. Okay, so that means there is some machine running on that network. Okay, so let me try to know more about this machine. Okay, now to do that, I have to use nmap, and those people who do not know, let me just make it a little bit bigger for you. Yeah, those who do not know what is nmap is a network mapper tool which will help you to just scan and gather more information about your target before you're doing an exploit. And in nmap you will also embed some scripts and which you some scripts which can actually can exploit also. So yeah, it's a very powerful tool. Anyway, so let's do that. Now I want to scan this. I will type, okay, there will be some commands which I will be typing. I want to know the version, I want to know everything, and in case you are not interested to type all this, you can put -A. That's an aggressive scan which usually we do not recommend. You should do in a penetration testing environment. Even you are allowed to do that because it can down any machine. So let me enter it, and now the scan has been started. And in case you think the screen is frozen, don't worry, just press enter, and as you can see, we got a lot of information. Okay, the first and most important information thing, do not close this one. Okay, the first thing you can see here that the port 21 is open, and port, as you know, 21 is basically FTP port, and the version is FVSFTP 3.0.02. okay, either you can Google search any exploit for that where you can able to bypass it and log in anonymously or log in easily. Or but the funny thing is that the anonymous FTP login is allowed on this port, so that means we can log in into this very easily. Now I will come back to to this later, but I want to know more about this machine. And you can see there is a secure shell connection. Tunnel is there also. SSH connection is enabled. Now the version of SSH is open SSH 6.6.1. Okay, let me see if I'll be able to find any exploit on this version. Okay, just give me 1 second. Exploit for OpenSSH 6.6.1. Okay, as you can see, we usually have mostly 6.6, less than 6.6, and we are using a version 6.6.1. So that means we cannot run the exploit directly, so we have to figure it out some other option. Anyways, and there is another option, and there is another port which is open. And again, whenever you scan with Nmap, make sure you see the results very carefully, because there are a lot of things which will be there, and do not miss any port. Okay, so here you can see there is a directory known as secret which is there, as you can see, and there is a port number 80 also. So that means this is having a website type of stuff. So if I open it, 172, okay, sorry, what was the IP address? I forgot. Yeah, 172.162.16. Okay, anyways, so let me open this so I can say, hey, non-hacker problem. Okay, so usually whenever you see this thing, you first see the source code, and here we cannot see anything. Anyways, now I have done this CTF, so I know usually whenever I see any image, I'll make sure I'll just use exif tool to see if there is someone has done a steganography in that also. So it's a steganography or not. That means some hidden file which is embedded into the image. Usually some in CTF you will see that. So in case you see the image, it's better to do the exif. You can use exif tool to see the binary of to see the metadata of this image, and sometimes you will be able to find some interesting information, or sometimes you can use some steganography tools to see if there is any file which is embedded into this image, these type of images also. So I was not able to find anything in this image, so I will not waste your time, but that's a standard process you should always follow. Anyways, we were not able to find anything here. So next thing which we need to do is let me see the secret directory. Okay, so you can see here is secret. Okay, so again they are laughing on us. So view face source, and you can see here there is nothing. And again I tried to download this image, but still I was not able to find anything. Now whenever you find anything which is running on port number 80, that means there is a probability that you will be able to find other directories in this machine also. That means it's a web server which is running. So now to use that, what we do is usually we use an application known as Directory Buster. Now that's an inbuilt application. Sometimes you need to download that, but I will use it in anyway. Now to use that, you need to type derby, and then you need to type the IP address of the machine and just press enter. So as you can see, it is having a generated words of 4612 kind of a directories, and you can see here we were only able to find one secret directory and nothing more, which I think already our Nmap have shown us before. So nothing much interested here. So anyways, let's move on. Now if you remember, we were having one more port which was open, which was FTP, right? Now let's try to log in into FTP and see if there is anything residing there. Now to log in into FTP, the only thing you need to do is FTP and then the IP address and press enter. So the username is anonymous and the password is blank. You don't need to do anything. So whenever there is anonymous FTP password is on, login is on, that means the username is anonymous and you don't need to add any password. So press enter and you can see I landed into FTP. Nothing working, so I said ls. Okay, so when I type ls, you can see here there is one file known as lol.pcap. Okay, now this usually is a captured packet file. So usually we use when we use Wireshark and capture the network traffic, then the data of that traffic goes into this file when we save into when we save in Wireshark. So I'm sure there will be something interesting here. Now we need to download this file from this FTP server to our computer, and to do that we use a command known as get. Okay, so we'll type get lol.pcap, press enter, and you can see that data has been transferred to us. So let's see if we have downloaded. So yes, you can see here we have the file lol.pcap. Now we have to open this with Wireshark. So I will go to find Wireshark. Okay, here you go, Wireshark, and I want to open this file with it, which is this. Okay, so now it's interesting. So there are a lot of things which are there. Now the most important thing which usually you want to do is to see the FTP traffic when there is some kind of handshake or data has been transferred. Okay, so you'll be able to see something interesting stuff. So you can see here there is secret stuff, and whenever you want to see the traffic, you need to find the TCP stream. TCP means the transfer control protocol stream, which shows that when the data was transmitted, how it was looking in that. So I have to type here, right click, you have to so follow TCP stream. So there are a lot of things which are there: anonymous stream, login successful, blah 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 blah. Now when you will be watching it first time, you'll be wasting a lot of your time, because you'll be finding, okay, what is the meaning of this? There will be some kind of the meaning of this, or what is this secret stuff.txt. So I thought maybe this secret stuff.txt is a file which is in the directory. So let me copy it and try it. You can see nothing, and you can see nothing. So this is there just to for your time wastage, to be honest. So let me try something else, and if we go little bit more back, okay, so response. Okay, this was request and this was a response. So let me figure out this also. TCP stream. Okay, nothing, and we need to close this. Okay, so now you can see there is some kind of data here written. Okay, there is some kind of data, FTP data. Okay, so now again let's see what is inside it. Follow TCP stream. Okay, well, aren't you just clever little devil? You're almost found this. Now whenever you're preparing for OSCP, you need to figure it out, some kind of hints. OSCP is a technical exam, but mostly it's a tricky exam. It's like, it's very tricky. Sometimes things will be in front of you, but you will not be able to figure it out, that where you want to use it and where it can be used. So here you can see here there is a very interesting thing here. You almost found a super secret directory lol. Now this can be a password, but this can be a directory, because it's a web server. The probability of this direction is to ensure that it's saying it's a directory, dir, so it's a hint. So let me copy it and try to see if our guess is right. Voila. So here you can see I got a file ro. Okay, I can't pronounce it, so yeah. So let me click it and download this. Okay, Now I have downloaded this file, but I do not know what type of file is this. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to open my terminal and cd downloads, and here you can see. Now whenever you do when you do not know that what type of file is this, then when you're not sure about any file, that whether this file is having containing any content, it's an executable file, it's a read only file, whatever the thing is, the first thing you need to do is you need to type just type file, ROFL, enter, and you can see here it says it's an executable file. Okay, so there is something inside it. So if I execute this, it says permission denied. Okay, so I have to make it executable first. Okay, so it says find address 08xx0. okay, so this is an kind of an address pointer location to somewhere, but as you need to know that we were using the web server, so I think it's a directory again. So let us try to see if it is a directory. Yes, this is a directory, and very clever, right? So first directory says good luck. Which one? Lol. Okay, so this looks like either it's a username or it's a password, but from names it looks like it looks like a username. So what I'll do is I will save this as a plain text. Okay, let me save this. And there is another thing. This folder contains the password, and that's a password file which is having the password. Now click here. Now whenever you are looking for the username and the password, you need to read the words very clearly. When the first time when I did this CTF, it took me almost 20 minutes to figure it out what was the password, because the password which is in this file, the good job, is not the correct password. Now what is the trick here? It says this folder contains the password, and when you click here, this is the password. So that means pass.txt is the password. Now you'll be saying, okay, how you know, sir, and all blah blah blah. Well, this is the only problem. You will waste your time on these stupid things, and then you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, this was the password. That's why the little bit of intellect and experience will come to the picture, which the more machines you will crack, more scenarios you will know. Okay, so now whenever you will be looking at the password, I'm sure you will be looking at this the text very carefully. Okay, so we got the username and we got the password. So what we need to do now is, let's go to the desktop, and oh my god, so many. Yep, so this is a username file, so I will take it uname txt, and I will create another file which says pass.txt, and this might be having pass.txt. okay, so this is the password which we want to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the next thing which we need to do is we need to now crack the I think this is for SSH, right? Because this is for SSH. Yes, this is for SSH connections. So now to crack this SSH, we need to use one application known as Hydra. I'm not sure how many of you have heard this, but I'm sure if you're familiar with CTFs and all, I'm sure you know what is Hydra. So Hydra is a brute forcing tool. So what I will do is I will try Hydra minus. Okay, so I have to go to desktop actually first, because my files are at desktop. Oops, yeah, desktop. Yep. And by the way, this is about 1:30 a.m. in the morning. I'm recording this CTF because I'm not getting time, and there are a lot of people are messaging why you're not uploading why not you're uploading a new CTF. So really apologies guys, because I was super occupied. But yeah, I'll make sure that I will be uploading maybe a couple of weeks one CTF for you guys. Anyway, so yeah, so we need to use Hydra. So I'll be typing Hydra -ll for this username, and then -p for password.txt. Okay, and now you have to type SSH 192 dot 168. What was the IP address, by the way? I forgot the IP address now. Okay. Yep. Now I can see it's 172. Sorry. SSH 172 dot 16 dot 130. Okay. So let me try. Okay, I think there is some type of error which I did, which I really do not know what I did. Please do not use any military unknown service. Oh, sorry, my bad. I have to. But SSH is working on it, right? 170, 180, 130. The service cracked to see protocol. Okay, so the service is that's why I hate Hydra. I never used it in a very good manner. Anyways, okay, I'm going to use Nmap. Okay, because most people do not know that, those who are new, and Nmap can be used to brute force also. Okay, so I'll be using Nmap now. Nmap, then the IP address 172.16.81.130. and maybe when I will watch, maybe I'm in half sleep recording this, maybe I'm doing such a stupid mistake, I do not know, to be honest. 22 script -args. Sorry, that's not args. I'm gonna very difficult to remember. Script args, yeah, right. Now user db is equal to uname.txt comma pass db is equal to pass.txt. Yep. So you can see I'm using a script which is already there in Nmap, which can be used to do the brute forcing, and the arguments which I'm supplying is basically the username. When user db argument will be, or it's kind of a variable which will be having a file uname. It will pick a uname one by one and then compare with my password. So let's press enter. So you can see it started brute forcing. It's comparing with pass.txt, and within few seconds you will be able to see, we'll be able to get the SSH username and password, which is, and in case you think it's stuck, just press enter, you will see it's held. By the way, I'm uploading many videos of Tr0ll on my channel, so you can check it out. I have shared one video on how to crash an iPhone, and now I'm working on one car key hijacking, and maybe some other stuff also, maybe NFC cracking, hacking and all. So it's will be interesting. So you'll see a lot of videos on Tr0ll. Comment that what will be the next CTA which I should target. Okay, here we go guys. The valid credentials overflow and pass.txt. So that means the username was overflow. Okay, now the next step is let's try to log in through SSH. Okay, and by the way, just to remind you, the goal of this CTF is to get a root access on Tr0ll machine. Okay, so now we have to log in SSH. So we'll type SSH overflow at 172.16.81.130. Okay, okay, are you sure you want to connect? Yes. Okay, what is the password? pass.txt. Username was overflow and the password was pass.txt. Voila. So here we go. Okay, name -a. Okay, so this is running a Linux kernel version 3.3.13.2 generic. Okay, so let me see if I can find any exploit on this. Okay, exploit on, here you go. Thank you, exploit DB. Okay, so this is a Linux kernel exploit which is from 3.13.0 to 13.19 and our was 3.13, I guess, right? Yes, so I'm sure this exploit will work. Okay, so let's download this exploit, and this is a C exploit, guys, and because this is a C exploit, it's better to, and always, by the way, there will be a lot of probability, and when you will be doing buffer overflow, there will be a time when you need to upload one file to your system, and then you need to upload that file from your system as a server to the target machine. So let's do that also. So let me copy it and put it in file system var www. So this is the folder where you need to put it. Okay guys, as you can see, we have copied our exploit into a directory, and now we need to convert this system into a server so that we can download this exploit to the victim machine to get the root access by just running this exploit on that machine. Okay, to do that, first we need to use this command python 3 -m http.server.at. Previously you used to use a command known as python -m simple http server 80, but now in the latest versions you can use this also. So press enter, and here we go. I think I have to close this and run this again. Okay, yeah, so my server is running now, and just to check if server is running, I have to type 127.0.0.1, press enter, and you can see server is working. Okay, so now let's go back to our so as you can see, our connection is just lost. Okay, so one thing you need to keep in mind, there is a timer on this connection, so after some time it will be released, it will be gone. So time's up lol, as you can see. So now we have to go back and log in again. The password is pass.txt, as you know, and here you go. So now we have to download the file from our server, and to do that we need to go to okay, 128. So this is our IP address, and let me check. Yeah, as you can see, we are able to download this file. That means server is working. So let's go back to the terminal, and you need to type wget and paste. So as you can see, it says permission denied. That means we are into the root directory, so we are into the file system and we cannot download that. So we need to transfer ourselves to another directory here, and in that directory you need to put it there. So usually whenever you are not getting any permission to execute, just go to temp directory So temp directory is usually designed to run these things in a easy manner in most of the cases. I'm not 100% sure, so let me try wget paste. So as you can see, we were able to get the thing. So let's quickly compile this exploit, and this is a C exploit, so you need to comply with gcc 37292.c, and the output would be hell yeah. Okay. Press enter, and here you can see hell yeah is there, so we need to hell yeah. So now you need to execute this exploit, press enter, and voila, we got the root access, guys. Congratulations. And now, because we into a root direction, let's go back and let's go to the root directory. Now previously we were not able to go inside it, and here you can see we got the proof.txt, and the proof.txt contains proof.txt. Here you go, good job, you did it. And this is the hash value. So when you're doing the OSCP exam, you have local and remote, so there are two exploits you need to two hash values, which you need to get. Local is fine, but the next one is very, very difficult. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this CTF, and do subscribe if you like it. And as I told you, I'll be bringing more Flipper0 videos and these CTF videos, and make sure you make notes of this. And the connection is closed, guys. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay blessed, take care, good night.